Today's lesson, Patterns for Facts, is Lesson 2 in Topic 1 of 4th grade Envision. The guiding question for this lesson is, what are the number patterns for multiples of 2, 5, and 9? The vocabulary terms you will need for this lesson are as follows: multiple, pattern, and skip count. Please copy these terms and their meanings down in box 1 of your homework sheet. Let's begin with the problem-based interactive learning. You will complete this problem in box 2 of your homework sheet now independently. You may pause the video. Let's begin. How many fingers are on 4 hands? I'm going to begin by drawing my hands, and for myself I'm going to use circles to represent the 4 hands. Okay, and so each hand has 5 fingers. Okay, so to find the number of fingers on 4 hands, I could 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5, which would equal 20. I could also skip count to find the number by putting the first 5 together with the second 5, and I would get, so if I had the first 5, which would start me out at 5, I'd put that together with the second 5, which would give me 10, and I add another 5, which would give me 15, and then I add the last 5, and that would result in a total of 20 fingers on 4 hands. So when we skip count, we're really using repeated addition, and another name for repeated addition is multiplication. Now, the 5, the 10, and the 15, and the 20 are all multiples of 5. So what are multiples? Well, multiples are the answer to a multiplication problem. So to get the multiple of 5, it would be 1, 5, or 1 times 5. To get the multiple of 10, it would be 2 5s, or 2 times 5. To get a multiple of 15, excuse me, I would have to have 3 5s, or 3 times 5. And to get 20, it would be 4 5s, or 4 times 5. So 5, 10, 15, 20 are multiples. So let's take a look at our digits in the ones place to identify our pattern. What do you notice about the digits in the ones place? What is the pattern that you see happening? That is correct. You'll see that there is a 5, a 0, a 5, and a 0. And this helps because we know that the very next number will have to have a 5 in the ones place, and then the next number after that will have to have a 0. So if we were going to complete or go on with this string of numbers, the next number would be 25, because we need a 5 in the ones place, and we need another number, so that would be 30, because there's a 0 in the ones place. And so that's how knowing patterns helps you with your multiplication facts. So let's take a look at another. When we are identifying patterns, it's good to look at the hundreds chart because you can see all the digits that you need to at the same time. Let's take a look at the multiples of 2. Oh, sorry. Sorry about that. Let's go back. Let's take a look at the multiples of 2. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. And you can go all the way down the hundreds chart and see if this pattern is true, but we're only going to stop at 30. Now, what do you notice about the digits in the ones place? You can kind of see it all the way down if you follow down this entire column. Yes, the multiples of 2 follow a specific pattern. They end in 2 in the ones place, 4 in the ones place, 6, 8, and 0 in the ones place. So as you can see, if you are working on identifying multiples of 2, you will be able to figure out which one would come next, because you know it's going to have one of these digits in the ones place. And we are skip counting by 2 every other number. And that's how you use the patterns for 2 to help you figure out your next multiple or your next answer for your multiplication facts of 2. Let's take a look at multiples of 9, which are one of my favorite ones. So we're going to put a triangle over that. Okay, multiples of 9. So here's the first one, and then we're going to skip count every 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there's 2 9s, or 2 times 9. That's right, it's not only a multiple of 9, but also of 2, because it has the circle. So let's skip count another 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we just skip counted 3 9s. Let's do another. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we're going to skip count one more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now let me just change the color of my pen really quick. It's a little easier to, let's do green. So what do you notice about the digits? Not just in the ones place, but you know what, let's go ahead and focus on the ones place. What do you notice about the digits? Let's do the ones place first. Starting here at the top. What do you notice about the digits? That's right, they're going down, or -1 in the ones place. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. So you know the next one is going to be, that's right, 4, and then 3, and then 2, and then 1. And let's see, what do you notice about the digits in, let's do blue. What do you notice about the digit in the tens place? So nothing is here, so that would count as a 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they're not going down, they're going up. They're increasing by 1. The other fun thing that you might have noted is that when you put the digits together or add them together in the 9s, they equal 9. For example, 8 plus 1 is 9, 7 plus 2 is 9, 6 and 3 is 9, 5 and 4 is 9, and so on. So if you have two digits that equal 9, then you know they are multiples of 9s. All right, very good. So that's how the patterns for 9s will help you figure out your multiplication facts for 9s. So let's go on and let's complete some patterns for guided practice. So you're going to complete this in box 2. 5, 10, 15. Sorry about that. 5, 10, 15. 20 is correct. And I'm looking at my pattern. I see a 0, a 2, and then a 4, which means I'm increasing this is increasing by 2 in the ones place. So I know that I have to increase 2 more. So 40, 42, 44, 46. Okay, so I'm going to look for the pattern that I see occurring here, 0, 5, 0, and I know that this has to be a 5. So 60, 65, 70, 75. So when you're completing these number sequences, you need to make sure that you're looking for the pattern. And I see right away 5 plus 4, and I know my addition factor is 9. These two add up to 9, and these two. So I know that I'm working with the multiples of 9. 5, 4, 3, this must be 2. And in the tens place, 4, 5, 6. So this has to be 7. And that's how you use number patterns to help you. Let's move on to independent practice, which you are going to complete on your own in box 3. And to connect to the concept, you're going to name 3 things that come in groups of 2 and 3 things that come in groups of 5. For example, to name something that's in a group of 2, you could simply, sorry about that. To name the group of 2, you could say shoes, gloves, and that's just 2. And then you're going to go ahead and make a column for your groups of 5. You need to name 3 things in both columns. You cannot choose shoes and gloves. If you have any other questions or comments, please bring them to class tomorrow. I look forward to working with you. Good night.